Coaches, Rick Stewart of All Access Coaching. I'm really excited to bring you this free video, and make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data as far as what coaches want. And also, if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing weekly YouTube clinics for free. And if you hit the like and subscribe button, you'll get notified when we upload new content. We're uploading 3 or 4 videos every week.
I wish this would be, I wish I could show y'all how we teach the footwork, but I hope y'all can see these cut-ups. And I got a good, this kid went to Navy, and he did a really good job with his feet, operating his footwork and stuff. So right here, I'm sure we're about to run into the right. And I'll try to talk through this and ask questions if I'm not clear. But our footwork is pretty simple. It's a two-step action. And so if we're going inside veer to the right, our first step is we're going to step with our right foot to the middle of the A gap. And I don't mean to be vague, but that's just our step. So we're going to step with our right foot at a 45-degree angle to the middle of the A gap. It's about an 18 to 24-inch step. It's not a huge step. So we're just trying to, if this is my right foot right here and it's 12, so we're running inside veer to the right. I'm just stepping to get on the veer path. All right, so that's my first step. Our second step, once I get here, our second step is to even my toes up onto the veer path. And so my first step gets me off the midline. And then my second step, I want my toes, what we always work on is getting our toes parallel with the B-back's path. Just watch, we need to see his right foot step first and then his feet even up. Well, I'm sorry, we're going to the other way. So y'all know what I mean. So we're going 13. This is inside veer to the left. We're going to take a step with our left foot. And you can see how quick that's hitting. If we were to be in a 2-point stance here, I'd really like the mesh looks better. This year, our meshes looked a lot better. This is in 17. Our meshes looked a lot better. So everything else, the principles are still the same of what we're doing. But I think it really helped our quarterback be more accurate with his reads. Sometimes it's going so fast, man. We were lucky to get meshes, and we were probably just guessing. So easy read there. But what I want to just once again, I'll take a look at his feet. Oh, sorry about that. So you can see that first step. And now you can see also that's kind of stressful. You're nearly reading on the run, which I don't like. I like to get right here is that I take my first step, and I hope you can't see my feet, but I take my first step and I don't have to move the ball. If my feet are right, the ball will get where it needs to get. So we talk about I get the snap right here, like for instance, I'm going 13. I take my first step, the ball is just seated in my belly. And as I take my second step, the ball will move where it's supposed to go. So if I'm going 13, I step. Now I got the ball over my back knee, like right here, the ball never gets over his back knee. So I got the ball over my back knee. I can read it to my front knee, and that's a long time to make a decision there. And that's one of the big reasons we went to the 2-point stance is just to slow it up just a hair so we could get a better look at it for the quarterback. All right, here's another look, just some inside veer footwork. So right here, you can see he's kind of stepping under himself. He's stepping under himself, but he still gets a nice job there with the mesh. Right here, he does a nice job of coming off. And so the third part of the mesh, if we talked about the third part is step, and then I ride into my third step Now I don't want to overemphasize it. We push off a little bit just to bubble around and get our shoulders square. I don't want to. He does a good job. I'd still like to be a little more downhill on this and get my shoulders parallel this line of scrimmage so we can get a good chance to do what we call dip and pitch, where I can dip in and then still flip it on the edge for a huge play. A great feat right there to get that ball dealt. He did a really nice job with his first step, which always put him in good position. Checking it at the line. Good job handling the blood stunt. We're going to use this bunch set, something that's helped us block, a technique that I think would be beneficial. I'm sorry, fellas. Is a rattle technique. And so in a rattle technique, what we're trying to do is we're trying to rattle the corner's eyes. And we do that, we want to push, because now our base blocking out of bunch on the triple is he's got the safety up here, and then we're kicking the corner with the slot, trying to get the pitch inside. But if what happens versus a good team, if he just goes up, that corner is going to fire now, and that the field's going to get real tight. And so a rattle technique is what we do. We rattle his eyes. Is he pushes at the corner just to back him up, just to get his feet going and rattle his eyes, get his eyes off of this, and then he bursts up to the safety, and then he can go in and get an easier kick. But really, we're just trying to create a little space for the pitch. That's all we're trying to do. And their communication when they get to the line is rattle, rattle, rattle. And they're trying to create a little space, get him soft. He's a half player. We can go to him late anyway. It doesn't matter. And then be sure we take care of him. We'll also make a double call out of this look. And sometimes we'll just double him. You two guys just wear him out to the sideline, and we won't block the half player. And so those are just some hints that have been good to us out of the bunch set. But we get a good shot right here, the butt shot of the quarterback's feet. That first step, you can see good ride. I'm going to try this. I don't know. Anyway, I want to show y'all what I do to teach the footwork. And I think y'all can kind of see that. I know this is about as Odessa as it gets, fellas. So the main drill I do to teach our veer footwork. These are D3 feet too. Now don't get it twisted. So the main thing I do here is a whistle drill, and so that's where my first step should be. And so I'm going to be standing right here. We have a grid, and I wish I could take you to our practice. So we just have a grid. I have a line for the guard's inside foot, and a line for the tackle's outside foot, and then a line for where the center puts the ball. So that's all I need to kind of get my spacing down. And so I have a mark for the left guard's inside foot and the left tackle's outside foot. That's really all I can do, everything off of that. So when I'm working, and I do this, we did it year round. If I think the quarterbacks are getting sloppy with their feet, I'll schedule us some individual time, and we'll go back to working this, what I call the whistle drill. And so I just have my whistle, and they have a ball in their hands already, and I just hit the whistle. And so on that first whistle, they just take first step, and they come back. I'll say whistle, first step, and they come back. Whistle, first step, and they come back. And so I'll roll through all the quarterbacks. I really like it because I can get my young kids involved in this drill. So then the next time through, we'll go 2 whistles. All right, we'll go 2 whistles. So on the first whistle, they're going to take their first step. On the second whistle, they're going to take their second step, and they should end up right there, toes parallel with the B-back's path, ball over the back knee. Let me find my ball. I want you to see how you don't have to move the ball if your feet are good. If your feet are good, move the ball. And so I'm right here. So first whistle, I'm here. I'm still low and athletic, balls down. Second whistle, I'm here, and the ball's over my back knee. So I'll have them check. We always do this. Take it to your knee, back up, and now I'm riding knee to knee. Take it down. So that's their ride right there. And so we call that the whistle drill. So the third time through. So first time is just whistle and back, whistle and back. The second time is 2 whistles. The third time, on the first whistle, they get all the way there. They get all the way there. So the third time through, it's just whistle, boom, and I'm into my veer path. When I have the B-backs with me, what I like to do with the B-backs is they just stand back there in their stance. And so this is on the third round through. And so once the quarterback gets here, I'll hit him with a go. And now the B-back will run his path right there. So the B-back runs his path, and the quarterback, his main coaching point as far as the mesh is concerned, is the B-back moves the ball. You don't move the ball. And I think that's one of the biggest issues I have. I have it right now with a kid. Is he moves the ball, and I think it makes the mesh crappy. And so I always tell him, you need to have noodle arms, strong hands, noodle arms, and let the B-back move the ball. Let the B-back move the ball. So that's how I teach the veer footwork. And then those drills are really helpful. And like I said, early in camp and early in the winter, when we're working, I'll go back to the whistle drill if I think their feet are getting kind of shady.
Coaches, I really hope you got some great information from that YouTube video. Again, hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data. And if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll do free YouTube clinics. And you also get notified when I'm doing those YouTube clinics and when I upload new content to this channel. Thanks for watching, coaches.